The people who click out of this video are most likely the people who need it the most. And the people who are gonna stay to the end of this video and sit through maybe some triggers and some discomfort are going to get the most from this video. And the people who are already here with popcorn in hand, tea in hand, ready to eat this shit up, this is for you too. So you guys, I have so much to say here. But before I get into my little Bo Peep, you see I'm serving it. Yes, put a lamb emoji if you here. I want to just bust the doors wide open and tell you right now that your goals are probably way too small. You guys, I was not going to do this video today, but I had to do it. Spirit was like, oh, no, you've been thinking about this for the past couple days. You need to put this shit out there. Your goals are way too small. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why, and I'm gonna tell you how to know basically if your goals are too small. And again, I want you to take a deep breath and prepare to be triggered. If you're already triggered, you're gonna get triggered some more. But I'm gonna activate something within you that is going to wake the fuck up. You guys know I'm a child of Ogun. Some of y'all know what that means. If you don't know what that means that one of my Orisha are Ogun, and Ogun is the Orisha of iron, of war. He is the warrior spirit, and he is also the one that opens up our way. Therefore, the way that my spirit works is I help to open up your way, and also I see no end. Now, what that means is when I see y'all in my comments, when I see y'all saying, okay, I commit to this, I commit to that, I see you. I see your picture, I see your name, I look at that comment, and I'm getting hundreds of comments, you guys, especially on one of the last videos that I did, you're ready to see this now. I'm getting hundreds of comments of all these goals that honestly are too fucking small. The first way to know if your goal is too small is if it's comfortable for you to think about it and for you to do it. Maybe it's hard for you to develop that discipline or that devotion, but if automatically when you're thinking about it or when you're doing it, it's comfortable, that's the first way to know that your goal is too small. The second way to know if your goal is too small is if it doesn't push you to your next stage of unfolding. If it doesn't initiate you into your next phase of evolution. Your goals, the way to know that your goals are in alignment with your growth is if when you think about them, when you write them down, they scare you just a little bit. They cause you to go outside of your comfort zone. They cause you to step out of what you're used to. I'm seeing all these goals. Okay, I'm gonna do yoga. Okay, I'm gonna do something. And you've been doing it. Maybe you've been doing it inconsistently, but you've been doing those things. I want you to ask yourself, am I reaching my fullest potential? And it starts with your goals, and it starts with who you think that you are. See, the shadow has a funny way of operating within our psyche. That shadow that you think you squished and mashed down in that shadow workbook that you did in 2021, it's still coming up in those moments where you want to lean into something that's big. You want to lean into something that's uncomfortable, but there's something that tells you, no, come back. No, that's not safe. No, I can't do it. And then the funniest part about that voice is it's saying, well, I'm just being realistic. I've never been even a vegetarian. Why should I just hop into raw veganism? I'm gonna tell you something real quick. A timeline jump is just a pattern disrupting action. And sometimes it's easier to 10x than 2x. And I'm gonna use myself as a testimony here. Of course, you guys know, I was 175 at the beginning of last year. Now I'm 135. And to give you an idea, I'm also 5'3". And when I came back from Costa Rica, there was something that came over me. I said, oh no, baby, I gotta get my physical vessel together. I'm not as strong as I wanna be. I'm not comfortable in my body. I don't feel good. Yes, I was vegetarian here and there when I was growing up. Obviously, you guys know I grew up with a white ass, hippie ass mom, but I was never fully vegan, right? Always cheating here and there, X, Y, and Z. I came back from Costa Rica. I said, we're pushing the cooked food out the window and we're doing raw vegan and we're sticking to it. And I was able to literally timeline jump with that 10x decision, which is really what that was. All the way from eating meat, eating whatever I wanted, to full-blown raw vegan as soon as I got back. Because sometimes it's easier to 10x than 2x. Because your whole, not just your whole perspective shifts, honestly, but you literally, by making that simple choice and say, I'm gonna stick to that shit, you timeline jump into a whole nother dimension. That timeline jumping process where you identify that goal and you reach high, that pulls forward a different part of you that's been dormant. And possibly those small goals that you've been making are just, it's still within your realm of who you think that you are. I'm gonna give you another example. Sometimes it's better to quadruple your business than double it. And this doesn't mean that we work harder. It means that we work differently, more efficiently. And so when you have these small little goals, you're just pushing along, and you say, hey, I want to make 10K a month, then you're happy with that when you hit that 7K. You're happy when you hit that 8K, right? But if you say, hey, I'm going to make 100K a month because I'm going to do something that I'm kind of uncomfortable with doing. I'm going to write that book, or I'm going to make this art. I'm going to put out that song. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to show up. And these are all the things that are going to happen from it. Let's just use the number thing. For example, I want to sell 1 million copies of my book. You don't start off by saying, I want to sell a measly 10. I want to sell 1 million copies of my book. You will always land somewhere between your expectations and your desires. So the question is, are you going to see the full potential of what you can be? And so if you are aiming for that 1 million copies, chances are you'll probably hit around half a million. You'll probably hit around 250,000. But it's going to be a lot more than if you just said, hey, I just want to sell 20 copies. You'll probably hit around 18 copies sold, 15 copies sold. Sometimes it's better, easier rather, to 10x rather than 2x. I see way too many spiritual people. We're way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. You're doing all the internal work all day. You're doing the meditations. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Have you applied that to your real life? Have you said, I'm going to put myself out there in a way that I've never done before, and I'm going to fucking stick to it? Have you done that yet? A timeline jump is simply a pattern disrupting action. And sometimes when you 10x, you also jump into that version of you who already had that 2x. They already had that 5x. I'm seeing goals that are way too small. And I love you. And if you're here right now, again, let's actually put a lamb emoji, because again, I know I'm giving Lil Bo Peep today. You're welcome, okay? Put a little lamb emoji in the comments. This is how I felt today. I'm about to go downtown and look for a new crystal necklace and treat myself today, and then come back, sit my ass down and write these ebooks that I got on my list, okay? Join my newsletter if you want them for free. But I just have to tell you, it's easier to 10x than to 2x. Why are you thinking small? And it's not about the desire. I already know there's going to be people here in the comments who are going to say, oh, we're not supposed to be attached. We're not supposed to do this. We're not supposed to do that. It's not about that. It's not about that. If you're here right now, then you're probably someone who is chosen. And if you're confused about that term, chosen, what does that mean? Go to my video, The Truth About Being Chosen. Okay? But if you're here right now, then you probably have already been chosen. And it's your responsibility to choose your purpose back, your destiny back, who you truly are back. I see way too many people. I have coached hundreds of people. I have been doing this work for 6 years. And I see way too many people who have way too small of goals. Because deep down, what they're really scared of is they're scared of all the things that will come from them focusing on that 10x rather than moving slowly. Because when you move slowly, then you think, and I'm gonna just drop a truth bomb on you right now. When you move slowly, you think that, okay, well, if I move slowly, then that also means that I'll keep my friends. Well, that also means I'll keep all the people around me happy. Well, maybe I'll just move slowly, and then people will, they'll gradually move with me. You wanna keep your life the same. But I want to ask you, are you really happy with what is happening right now? Not from a space of wanting the glitz and the glamour. No, I'm talking about your true happiness. Are the people who are around you, do they really celebrate you? Do the people around you see your true potential? Is the current job that you're clocking into, does that see your true potential? Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Do you feel supported? Do you feel in alignment with who you truly are? And so many times people choose that 2x rather than that 10x because they know that they'll be leaving their old life behind, leaving their old community behind, leaving behind all these other aspects of who they thought that they were. And it scares them. But I want to tell you, if you know that everything will be left behind, I want you to just ask yourself, is it really in alignment with me if it leaves when I become the truest version of myself? The same way that a true friend is going to stick around after you're honest with them. When you are honest with yourself about who you truly are, the things that are in your life that are meant to be here will stay. But too many people are afraid of that 10x because they're scared of losing what they currently have, and you're just in your comfort zone, babe. And you're gonna continue, you will continue to be in that comfort zone. You'll continue to be in that space of mourning the life that you wish you had. And it's a mourning because you know exactly what it feels like. You've had glimpses of it in your meditations, in your dreams. Spirit has given you those glimpses into your real life, into the life that is awaiting you on the other side of your potential. So it's not about being attached to material. It's about allowing God to express itself through you at the utmost capacity. That's all that it's about. And when you live in that space of limitlessness, your whole life becomes a reflection of the life force that you have tapped into within. And so I just want to ask you, are your goals things that are comfortable? Consistency is important. The small habits that you make throughout the day are so important. That is so important. But when you have a taste of your true potential, then you truly know when you have been keeping yourself small. A lot of your goals that I'm seeing in these comments, you're keeping yourself way too small. I'm gonna give you one more example. Obviously, you guys know I've been through my weight loss. I'm still on my weight loss journey. I'm treading and really getting strong now. But working out 6 days out of the 7-day week, obviously, is very easy for me. That's not a problem. But to up the weights, to push my body just a little bit harder. I don't mean hurting myself. I mean, actually, can I push past the discomfort? My favorite yoga teacher, she says, yes, it is uncomfortable. Can you observe the discomfort? Can you observe what it feels like to sit in the uncomfortable? If you can push yourself past that comfort zone just a little bit, what would happen? If you can push past and sit with the discomfort in some of these postures, then you'll be stronger in life. You'll be able to sit through that discomfort of going past your comfort zone so many more times in life as well. So I want to just ask you here, are your goals just further implementing your comfort zone? Or are they pushing you past who you thought that you were into the true potential of who you already are? Take these goals and 10x them, baby. There's nothing bad that can happen from you 10xing your goals. Making sure that you listen to your body, making sure that you're doing these things efficiently. But when you have the courage to 10x your goals, the universe hears that. And when you stand on your worth, when you stand in your worth, the universe always meets you halfway. The universe will always give you a way to create your goals. And so the question is, and reach your goals, and the question is, my loves, are your goals keeping you in your comfort zone? Can you push yourself a little bit more? And I don't mean push your body, I mean push your mind to challenge what you think is possible for you. Stop staying where you think that you should stay and start living within who you know you are. But I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.